Hi, my name is Janessa Asher, and I am the Director of Operations here at Protea Medical Center. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what it looks like to onboard as a new patient at Protea Medical Center. We do have a dedicated department now to bring all of our new patients on. We want to really give you that care and consideration and just personalized attention when you call through our office to make sure that we can get all the information and all of your concerns addressed and also schedule you with a physician that you feel very comfortable about and make sure that we take care of you as a patient from the start to the end. So, what we do when you call, we'll have a new patient docent reach out to you and they will talk to you a little bit about what your main concerns are to come into the practice. I know with our patients here, particularly at Protea Medical Center, we see a lot of patients that have a lot of concerns that were not addressed by their regular physicians. There's a lot of things that may be getting worse, or a lot of things that have just been new concerns or health issues, and they're not getting a lot of answers. And we understand that. You're frustrated and you just want to be heard. And that's what we want to give you that care and attention for when you call initially into our practice. So, we're going to take a lot of information from you. We're going to make sure that we schedule you with a physician. They all work hand in hand collaboratively together as a unit, but we do have some physicians that maybe you particularly wanted to see that you know your friend or family member has already seen and been referred from them to our practice. And thank you for your referrals. We really appreciate that. So we really just want to take down all that information, all the key things that you want our doctors to know about before they see you for that initial appointment, and also have you fill out some new patient forms. We'll ask that you put down a small deposit towards your appointment, and then we'll collect the rest when you come in for that initial appointment. So, at that initial appointment, it is an hour long. It is a lot of there's a lot of information I'm sure that you want to go over with our physicians, and then they want to go over with you as well. So we give you that full hour with your physician to make sure that you're heard, that you're understood, that we make a treatment plan together with a patient concerns and the physician concerns, so that we can equally compromise on how to move forward. At that point, they definitely want to go ahead and send you to get some blood work done. The great thing is we have a phlebotomist in our office here from LabCorp. We also have some of our team members that help out as well in our blood draw room to make sure that you're taken care of. You do have the option to go through LabCorp or Sonora Quest, or also do some cash pay labs that go directly through our office if you don't have any insurance at this time. The other labs will take your insurance, we'll send them through the lab. It doesn't go through our medical office, but we will send them directly to the lab to process that for you. So we can go ahead and take your blood on the day that we schedule for your blood draw, make sure that we get all those labs taken care of, because normally when you're just joining the practice, it may be a whole lot more labs than you're usually used to from your primary care that only is restricted by what your insurance allows you to take. Here, we want to make sure that you're the focus and your concerns are the focus, and that we test for things that are going to give you answers in the long run. There's no reason to restrict what we're giving you for care and providing you just because your insurance only will cover certain things. We want to make sure that it's clear that you want answers and you want to feel better, and that's what we're going to do for you. After we take that blood, about 7 to 10 days later, we'll get you scheduled for your first visit with your physician, which we call an extended lab review. In that visit, it'll be an hour as well. So we definitely need an hour to kind of go over all of the things that you had concerns about in your first appointment, and that we can kind of see where we're starting out. We get that starting point of your care and your treatment plan at that first extended lab review. We can talk about everything that we need to start on, what your priorities are, what are the biggest concerns, and then kind of take steps according to how you feel comfortable and the physician feels comfortable together. Normally, after that, we'll get you scheduled for a follow up, which is usually about 4 weeks. At that point, we can get you started on some of those treatments and protocols and kind of see what you're feeling like, what those results were, making sure that we're making progress in one direction or another, or if we need to shift something in your treatment plan. At that point, we usually give you a follow up that's about 3 months after that. Again, checking in, want to make sure that we know things are working, making sure you're starting to feel your best, making sure we can tweak anything that needs to be tweaked, make those small little adjustments. Also, you may come up with new things that like, hey, I didn't notice I was feeling this way, or I have a new issue, I have a new symptom. Those things can be brought up at that time. And then eventually we'll get you on a 6-month protocol to see your doctor, with those visits and those follow-ups every 6 months, where it's kind of things are more maintaining, things are more progressing in the right direction. You're starting to feel better. And what I've found, and I think a lot of patients have found through the practice as they've gone through their journey with us, is there's a lot of patience involved. I mean, you do have to have patience for your own body. It's one of those things that you think about. I've waited all this time to come and see us, where we do things completely different than what you're used to in a primary care practice, where they don't look at it as a holistic approach and a full body approach, and you're going to start feeling your body is off a little bit, or you need to kind of get back in alignment, or there's things that progress over time or develop, and we all can't stop aging, unfortunately. So then things are going to come up as we get a little bit older, and we want to take proactive steps before illness starts. I think that's the biggest key for us. I think there's a lot of people that I know. It's things are expensive and you want to save money and you want to wait until you absolutely have to see a physician. But I tell you, if you focus on the overall wellness of your body and you take the right approach to coming in for follow-ups every 6 months, those are the things that we don't wait until the last minute until we all feel just really crummy, right? We're having a really bad day and things are kind of getting at their worst. And then we have to really start back from scratch. And step one, where is if you're coming in and seeing us on a regular basis, on a 6-month basis, and really addressing anything that's changed, we're getting your blood work done. We're looking at prevention, and we're looking at treating things and before they get to illness, and really maintaining that vibrant sense of health, that's sustainable. That's our goal: longevity and well-being, and things that makes your body feel like you're living your best life. That is our overall goal with all of our appointments and all of your care, and making sure that you're accountable for that. And we're accountable for it too. We want to make sure that our physicians feel part of your plan, and making sure that your lifestyle changes are something, and modifications are something that you can maintain throughout your whole life, to make sure you feel your best at all times. So that's what we're here for. I also want to talk about a little bit about what kind of resources we have as far as what you'll get when you come in for a new patient appointment. So we do give you this nice little bag, which is a new patient bag, and some of the things you'll get, which I think is very, very gracious, is you will get a copy of Dr. McCarthy's book. If you didn't know he has a book, he has a book. So it's called Jump Off the Mood Swing. But this is a really great resource to kind of explain who we are, what we do, why we do what we do. And so that's a great thing that you'll be able to take with you on your first visit. And please share it with your friends, or after you read it, share it with people that you love, that maybe we can help as well. There's also some information on, if you don't know about it, we do have a brand new Protea movement studio. And there's a Protea Performance Center, which is regenerative medicine. So there's a little bit of information about that. We also give you a little pamphlet on helpful tips and hints, as a patient here, as far as you connecting with your patient care coordinators in the office, and what are the best resources for picking up your medications and visits, follow-ups, things like that. So that's a great resource. One of the new things we just started doing in our office, which I think is really cool, is we're developing our own energy bars. So we give you a free energy bar in your new patient bag. This is banana bread. We also have apple pie. So they're both really, really delicious. We've sampled them ourselves. We actually had patients pick what their favorite flavors were to come out with. So that was great. And then also you'll get like a little packet here. This actually just has some menus on our vitamin shots that you can come in and get and add to your treatment plans. We also have an IV menu that you can also come in and add to your treatment plans. So if you feel yourself and it's starting to become flu season, or where you normally kind of feel a little run down when it gets colder out, this is a great resource. You can just pop in and get some extra boosts with some vitamin shots or an IV. And then last but not least, we just give you a few treats in here. So one of them being an LMNT. If you haven't had one of these before, these are great. They're really great for hydration. They have a lot of electrolytes in them. And then also because who could leave an appointment from a doctor, without a little sucker treat. So these actually have vitamin C in them, and it's just nice to have that little treat in there as well. But if you have any questions at all, feel free to give us a call. You can also text us at 480-557-9095. And truly, thank you for being a patient here. If you already are, if you've referred patients, thank you so much. And thank you to all of the patients who've been here for so long and supporting our growth through our new location. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.